I was not expecting to be inspired in Florida. So last month, I went and visited my grandfather in Lake Worth, which is an area in Palm Beach. I was super happy to see him, but I still had to do some work. I had finally landed a project I was really excited about, and I was up against the deadline, but I couldn't come up with any ideas. So instead of staying shackled to the computer, I challenged myself to go out and find as much art and inspiration as possible in one day. I felt like this would be a surefire way to get those creative juices flowing and just have a good time with my grandfather. And hey, if you're new here, I'm Eric, a key art and brand designer based in New York City, and I create videos to show you what it's like working as a freelance designer in the entertainment industry. So let's talk about Pineapple Grove. Pineapple Grove Arts District is a really vibrant section of Delray Beach. In addition to the shops, there's also a lot of places like galleries, public sculptures, and murals to check out. First thing we stumbled upon was the Silver Ball Retro Arcade mural. Now this was created in 2016, and then in 2022, it was actually restored and repainted by an artist named Alejandro Ruben. In addition to refreshing this mural, he added more of his signature style. At first glance, it kind of reminded me of like tattoo style art, which I definitely love. And when I looked up the artist, lo and behold, he's a tattoo artist. I saw this in the exaggerated faces and expressions as well as his line work. I really dig the unexpected colors, the patterns, the shadows, and the highlights. I felt like the artist just used this space on the wall so well. The next mural that I stumbled across was the PureLife Fitness Center mural. This was created by an artist named Ruben, Gerardo, Ubiera, Gonzalez in 2016. Now Ruben's artwork is extremely vibrant, super detailed, and definitely large in scale. From far away, the mural simply looks like the silhouette of a golden man, but when you get up close, it's filled with images of the community. In the details, you'll find pineapples, bananas, and oranges. And you'll also see depictions of athletes running, lifting weights, and exercising. I love how some of the colors on the right side, like the black and green, actually help the mural to blend in with the environment and the tree in front of the wall, while the other side, filled with gold, seems to jump right off of the building. This creates a lot of balance and harmony in the overall piece. The third mural that I came across was this Delray Beach mural by Rye Quartz. This one grabbed my attention because of the color combination, initially. For whatever reason, I've just always really liked the combo of cyan and magenta. The next thing that I noticed about this large-scale portrait was that it's just not overly complicated. The tilt of the head and the flow of the hair just make the mural more dynamic as it leads your eye to the left side of the mural where the text is placed. Even the hair itself looks a bit like a wave, just kind of merging these images together. This wave, along with the colors and the flowers, they just work together so nicely and give this mural a really cool, beachy surfer vibe. After we saw some of the cool murals in the Pineapple Grove Arts District, we found the Arts Warehouse. Now this is an artist residency / gallery space with free admission to the general public. It was colorful on the outside, and on the inside gave off these industrial vibes with cement floors and super high ceilings. The first floor was their gallery space, which had beautiful paintings, illustrations, and sculptures just scattered throughout the whole level. The second and third floors are dedicated to artists doing their residencies. As we walked, we met an artist, Kelley Ryan, who was working in her studio space for the day. Kelley used to live in New York and is now based here in Delray. She's had exhibitions all over the world. She was kind enough to give us a tour of her studio space, show us some of her work, and talk to us a little bit about her process. If I can ask you a little bit, what are you working on today?
I am working on one of my pop art faceplates.
And how did you get the idea for these pop art faceplates?
Came from going a little smaller from my usual large-scale pieces, something a little more attainable.
And have you been creating these for a while?
These are pretty new. This is my third one only.
Third one only? Wow, okay. Is this going to be part of a series?
One of many, I hope.
And you have some other really beautiful artwork here in your studio. What was the inspiration for some of this?
I'm just drawn to classic icons, American iconography, pop culture, anything from 50 years ago, really. You have plans of maybe doing some silk scarves and things like that, so just to have some merchandise available.
That would be so cool. Well, thank you, Kelley, for letting us
so much.
Take a little tour. This was definitely the highlight of my day. It's exciting to speak to another artist and see her work. So many times we only see art hung up in a gallery with a description next to it. Instead, I got to hear her story and process firsthand directly from the artist. I liked Kelley's work a lot because she combines patterns, shapes, pop culture iconography, texture, and color to create a really vibrant and playful style that also feels whimsical and bold.
Yeah, I thought you have notes impromptu.
Okay, that felt like a nice influx of art into my system. Just on that walk alone, I saw over 10 pieces of public art and much more in the gallery. To let that all soak in, my grandfather and I decided to head over to Delray Beach. I was pleasantly surprised about the amount of art that I was able to see in just a single day, especially because we didn't even know this arts district existed before today. Often, when I sit down to start a new project, I feel a lot of pressure. I think this is because I just want to do more than a good job. It's like I want the project to be perfect. That quest for perfectionism drives me, but ultimately it's unfulfilling and just stressful. I'll get down on myself for making mistakes and can make big sweeping judgments about myself as a person based on just one isolated decision or mistake. But when this happens, I remind myself that making a mistake is normal and not a reflection on me. I have to widen my perspective and accept that mistakes are a part of the messy creative process. Doing this challenge was exactly what I needed because it got me just out of my head. It inspired me to take more creative risks and think of new approaches to my project. This isn't my first time doing a creative walk like this. I love doing them in New York City and pretty much whenever I travel. So if you want to come with me on another creative walk, check out this video next. It really is such a great way to get design inspiration and get creatively connected to your surroundings. Alright creative, thanks so much for watching, keep designing, and I'll see you in the next one.